Today marks 1 year since the first case of COVID-19 was discovered in the United States. On the eve of that anniversary, the U.S. surpassed 400,000 deaths from the virus. That's the equivalent of filling up Mercedes-Benz Stadium more than 5 times. Let's take a look back at the timeline. On December 31st, 2019, Chinese authorities alerted the World Health Organization about a virus. On January 8th, 2020, China's CDC officially announced the novel coronavirus as the causative pathogen. January 13th was the first confirmed case outside of China. And January 20th, the first case in the U.S. was reported in Washington state. On January 23rd, a lockdown in Wuhan, China, and on March 11th, the WHO declared COVID-19 a pandemic.
The latest COVID White House report reveals that Georgia is still struggling to contain the virus. Georgia is 6th highest for new cases and 5th highest for positivity rate. Today we have more than 5,700 new cases. Our current positivity rate is above 13%. Georgia is also within the top 20 states for hospital admissions. Today we have more than 5,400 COVID patients. That's still hovering slightly below a record that we set 1 week ago. Sadly, Georgia is also rising among states dealing with increasing deaths. Yesterday, we saw our highest single-day jump on record. And since then, another 146 more COVID deaths were confirmed in our state.